My dear child, I have told you the things that you should not do. I have given you the ability to distinguish good from bad. You know about Samson. I told him the thing that he should not do, but he failed to do that. So later you know what had happened to him and where did it end. Similarly, there were certain times where you had forgotten to obey what I have said. So there were certain times where you had done sins, and even when you know it was a sin. So later you have understood those were wrong by knowing where it took you, and at that time you had blamed me for the mistakes you have done. And when Samson understood his mistake, he prayed to me, and I forgave him and answered his prayer. So, similarly, when you have understood your mistake and when you called out to me for help, I have forgiven you and given you a new life, but are you still making the same mistakes again? So do not think that it is okay to do it by thinking you can ask me for your forgiveness after doing it. And it will forgive you, and you do not have to doubt on me, but those mistakes will lead you towards untoward repercussions. So always pray and lead an obedient life as per my will. There are a lot of things in this world which can take you from me, but your prayer can stop it. So my child, know that just because you are not liked by everyone does not mean you are not a likable person. So everyone has their own taste, preference and idea of what likability is. So don't take it personally, and if you feel someone does not like you, some people will like you for every reason, some people not like you for no reason at all. So you are not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but there are always going to be people who like you because you are you. So you do you because there will never be anyone like you, and as long as you like the way you are, and that is all that matters. So my child, know that you were not born to be ordinary. You were never meant to be ordinary. You are so beautiful, so interesting, and so uniquely and wonderfully made. And you hold dreams and ideas inside of you that no one else has ever thought of, and that the world so desperately needs. So you don't need to pretend to be anyone other than who you really are. So it's time to let your wings out so you can finally soar. Start where you are, use what you have, and do what you can. And when you are evolving to a higher self, the road seems lonely. but you are simply shading the energies that no longer match the frequency of your destiny. So your wings already exist and all you have to do is fly. I pray that whoever is reading this, that every ounce of fear, anxiety and discouragement will be removed from your life right now. So my child, know that life will push you to level up, and when you ignore the nudges to step up, this can feel terrifying because everything appears as if it is falling out from under you. So, life is only trying to lead you to unlimited possibilities. Let go of what is not supporting the foundation for an abundant future. And where you are is not the highest point you can reach. So, don't let comfort on the lower ground prevent you from attaining your highest potential, and trust that you can rise to the top. So, my child, know that when we learn to accept change, we are no longer afraid of things turning out to be different. And instead, we find a way to move along with them no matter what it takes. So, instead of holding on to who we once were, we learn to welcome the person we are becoming. And instead of regretting what did not happen, we feel grateful for all the things that did happen and the strength we have found and how far we have come in the process. So instead of feeling bad for the hardship we have to face, we find joy and comfort in knowing that in our own time. So we will grow and become a stronger version of ourselves, and when we learn to accept change, we find a new sense of hope, a reason to try again. And life is not sunshine all of the time, and that is just the way it is. You can't let one bad day or one bad moment hold so much power over you. We tend to shift our focus when bad things happen, and which is so heartbreaking because when we do that, we forget about all the beauty we have to be thankful for. So, my child, know that when tests feel like they are playing up to impossible heights, a life altering blessing is nearby. Don't lose sight of what these tests are trying to do. Prevent you from seeing the miracle and that is behind them. So when your spirit draws near to its predestined gifts, these tests will always try to block your view of them. So don't fall into their trap. Rise above their inadequate attempts to preclude you off your path, and keep your vision at the forefront of your mind, especially in the midst of conquering your journey's obstacles. What the universe has promised itself on your behalf is not going to pass you by. Generate an abundance of faith in your heart. Those tests don't stand a chance against the divine power your soul contains. So, my child, know that. There is nothing to rush, everything is happening on time. You made the choice to lock in and focus on things you can control. All of your prayers are being answered. Ask for miracles and dream big. You will only achieve what you dream. Small dreams have no magic. Match these big dreams with an unwavering, consistent daily effort to get better every single day. So give thanks for every step along the journey, and you are blessed. Your refusal to give up is unlocking doors that will lead you into the best chapter of your life. You let go of energy that was holding you back, and now you are thriving, and you made a quantum leap. Give yourself credit for how far you have come. Your journey has been remarkable, and it is about to get better. And the inner growth you are undergoing right now will not only be felt for the rest of your life, but for generations to come. So, my child, know that at any point in your past you could have given up, but you did not. You could have let that situation define you or determine the rest of your life. But you did not. You could have used that experience as an excuse to go back to your old ways, but you did not. So be proud of that. Recognize the progress that you have made and the growth that you are personally responsible for. So you have conditioned to rise up from the impossible. Continue to remind yourself of what that when you feel that you are not strong enough. So no more focusing upon what you did not do, and start focusing upon the great and the brave things that you did do. And such as choosing to heal and choosing to implement consistent and healthy boundaries. So, my child, know that your soul is yearning for a career aligned with passion and purpose. Many of you are getting ready to fly high above all your obstacles and embrace life in the most magical way. You have been waiting for this moment, the moment when everything begins to line up to allow you to soar above all obstacles to soar into. And you have been working so hard to let go of the past and embrace the present. So it is almost as if you have been reborn and you have a second chance to make the most out of life. You have a feeling that life is too short to waste your time worrying about the little things. And you would much rather spend your time dancing in the rain, exploring the world, breathing in the fresh air, and spending time with the people that you love the most. And you are no longer standing in your own way out of fear and resistance instead, and you are embracing life and calling forward all of the beauty that life has to offer. So, new heights and to experience new opportunities and adventures. And for others, it may be time for you to dream again. Spend time thinking about what really makes you happy. So, believe it or not, you truly are entering a time in your life when life becomes about living life to the fullest. Imagine as if you are floating. So, the higher you go, the more you will begin to see. Some of you may be stuck in a mindset that is blocking you from seeing the bigger picture. And you will soar higher once you embrace everything that you have inside yourself and stop beating yourself up for things you can't change, and it is what it is. So, whatever you are going through, the universe wants you to do understand that there is a higher perspective waiting to be shown to you. So, nothing is ever lost. You are not alone, and the situation can be resolved. Get ready for new adventures. Because you are about to reach new heights and experience things that you once did not believe was even possible. So, you are about to experience a transition that is in perfect alignment with your soul. So, if someone genuinely cares about you and wants you in their life, they will do whatever it takes to keep you there. So, if you are confused about how they feel, if they pull you in only to push you away, if what they say troubles your mind or makes you feel misunderstood, then you must let them go. And actions speak louder than words. And if you can't see love or care for yourself in their eyes, the truth is that it is probably is not there. I know that you want to give them the benefit of doubt. They need them, you are pushing them too much, or you both should take it slow. All these possibilities are valid. But they don't apply in cases where you are not sure about your place in someone's life, and it is fine to take extra time if you are both headed in the same direction, and it is okay to walk slowly on this journey. And if you both want to get to know each other as friends before anything else. But if they confuse you or give you mixed signals, or if they treat you right only to treat you badly again, then they are bringing negative energy into your life, which is not okay. So trust me when I tell you that you can't chase love or care. And because if you must force love, then it is never going to be love. So, my child, know that. What are we doing here if we are not creating the most beautiful lives and we can imagine for ourselves? So, what are we doing here if we are not pouring our soul hurts into the art of magical, messy, and imperfect living? And what are we doing if we are not sharing our gifts and if we are not exploring our potential? What are we doing here if we are so worried about making mistakes that we don't even try? So, please make mistakes. Make so many mistakes, explore the endless possibilities this world has to offer. So don't settle for a life that dulls the fire inside your heart. Don't say yes to something that slowly dims the flames and burning inside you. And don't let your passions die away for the sake of just getting by. And don't let your hope wither. Don't let your light fade out. And don't accept a life only half lived. Can't you see? And these dreams you have, and these visions you can't let go of. So, the unshakable feelings of something more, and this is your calling, your rightful path, and this is what you are here for. So, this is a reminder for anybody who is hurting right now, and one day it would not hurt so much, I promise. But today it does, so cry, cry until you can't anymore. Cry until you feel better, and they may not be worth your tears, but you are. And your feelings are worth validating, and your hurt is worth recognizing. Be there for yourself and let yourself feel, because letting yourself feel is how you heal. So, my child, no dad. Sometimes in life you cross paths with someone who instantly makes you feel calm, refreshed, alive, and wholesome. They encourage your dreams and celebrate your wins without an ounce of jealousy. They just want what is best for you and you for them. And there is not much more to it. They are warm and bright, loving and loyal, and you can't help but feel authentically happy in their presence. So, like the best version of yourself, we call these people sunflowers. So, my child, know that. Remember that when a door closes, a window opens. We often get so stuck looking back at the door that has closed that we often fail to see the new opportunities now coming your way. Sometimes we have to let go and make a space for the good that is about to come. And every time I lost something and I found something better. And every time I missed an opportunity, I reached another one that was better and bigger. So don't be afraid to open your arms and embrace life. So sometimes you have to jump before you grow wings, but I promise you will land safely. So, my child, know that. I find it so helpful to study along with the accompaniment of a commentary. Main takeaway for me was David was analyzing the one who reject God. From enduring word commentary, the fool has said, in his heart there is no God. David looked at those who denied the existence of God and come to the conclusion that they are fools, and the idea behind the ancient Hebrew word translated fool is more moral than intellectual. David did not have in mind those not smart enough to figure God out. No one is that smart, and he had in mind those who simply reject God, and the God denying man is a fool because he denies what is plainly evident. He believes in tremendous effect with no cause. He denies a moral authority in the universe. He believes only what can be proven by the scientific method. So he takes a dramatic losing chance on his supposition that there is no God. So he refuses to be persuaded by the many powerful arguments for the existence of God, and there are many powerful arguments for the existence of God. Among them are these. And the cosmological arguments, the existence of the universe mean there must be a creator God. The technological argument, the existence of design in the universe means there must be a designer God. So the anthropological argument, the unique nature and character of humanity means there must be a relational God. So the moral argument, the existence of morality means there must be a governing God. So my child, know that. If you ever need evidence of spiritual energy or vibes, look no further than long-term friendships. You may not have been face to face or even on the same continent as them for years, yet the moment you link up, the spark of joy that rushes over both of you is undeniable, and like all energy, such bonds go unfurnished by time and space. Thriving adult friendships are precious. They require more effort as responsibilities, time, and distance create extra challenges for the connection to overcome. So they are also more susceptible to falling apart if not taken care of. But having love and support outside your family positively impacts your mental health, well being, and growth. Adult friends are also good at tethering you to the happiest part of yourself. Memories with them reflect the expansive nature of your personality beyond your roles as a partner, parent, and those related to your career. Friends can encourage more play, inner child, healing, and more fullness of life. A powerful friendship is unfazed by time and space, also serve as a reserve of faith, hope, love, and motivation. So sometimes your closest crew might go ages without seeing each other, but as soon as one of you is going through it, so everyone is there fully present and ready to offer you the love they hold just for you. And never put your friendships on the back burner, but know that if you succumb to life's demand and can't seem to be able to make time and energy for someone you deeply love and care about. And there is likely a force holding you two together, and this force is the beautiful, unspoken, unrelenting nature that many soulful adult friendships can rely on. So, when you stay up all night talking to someone who desires to learn about you, and when you smile and actually accept someone's compliment for the first time without dismissing it. So when you know in your heart and your heart had that you trust them when they take the time to listen to your fears. So when you find yourself not even thinking about those insecurities when you are with them, when they kiss you and the world stops giving you that time to hold close a memory in the making. So when your first thought in the morning and the last one at a night involves them when they show up for you in the ways you have always dreamed. When you realize you would not having to beg for it, and when you realize so much of your future start to consistent have their name tangled up within it, and when you feel the world you have built start to slowly chip away, and when you notice your hands are the ones pulling each and every brick down. When forever sound a little less terrifying and a little more like